And there are some major holidays coming up in the next few months. But how do we feel about spending them in front of the TV? So for today's On Our Mind, we're asking, should sporting events be held on holidays? That is, that's a tricky one, Devin, there.
Now, let's get specific here. Are we talking about, like, professional sports, or are we talking about...
All of it. I'm talking about all of it. I'm talking about, you know, your kids having to go to basketball practice on Christmas Day or Thanksgiving or Labor Day or soccer practice. Because I know what happens. They say, oh, it's a voluntary thing. But we all know what the coaches are really hinting at. You know, I was just chatting with some folks behind the scenes about it. And yep, sure enough, it does happen. And I remember from back in my day, it happens as well. And it's you know, but also on TV. These on Christmas Day, I know everyone probably knows this. NBA does a lot of basketball games.
NFL recently added some.
NFL does a big thing on Thanksgiving, which I love.
And just recently Christmas too. They recently added Christmas.
Yeah. But how do we feel about all that? That's the, you know, again, these are holidays. Typically, you should have them off, you know, with family and friends. Do you really want to spend it gathered around a TV watching sports? Is that the thing to do, Devin?
Well, I know you're together with your family, and usually a lot of times it's kind of background noise. Usually you'll glance at it and maybe root a bit, but I know you're usually together. I know a lot of times the TV's on, maybe you have a Christmas special, or maybe you have sports on kind of as background noise, glancing at it a bit. But obviously, if you're including the kids stuff and everything too, your family stuff, then obviously you just made the answer a lot easier. The big answer is a big no.
So you don't want football on Thanksgiving?
No. If you're going to include the kids stuff and family stuff and everything else, then the big picture is an NO. Then obviously you should be with your family and everything too. Your soccer practice with your kid that your kid has to go to, or basketball practice at the high school or something like that, or elementary school, that can wait. Now the pros and everything too. Now they get paid the big bucks, so I know a lot of times I know they want to be with their families too. I get it, but I do know they're probably some years they get lucky and they don't have to play on the holidays, so they can probably get lucky and be with their families. Some years they get lucky, some years they don't. But those that do have to play, I know they can probably make it up later. But sometimes it's kind of nice to be able to sit in front of this, or kind of sit with your family, have a sporting event on, or maybe.
So you're saying you do want them to play football on Thanksgiving?
What?
This is exact. I mean, that's just what you're saying right now.
I just said the pros.
Yeah. All right, so you're making a distinction between pros and non-pros. So, all right, fair enough, I suppose. Well, if
you look at the schedule, they only schedule a few games. They don't schedule everybody.
They don't schedule everybody, that's true. Not every team plays on a holiday, but I don't know. I think no sports on holidays. I think we take it off just the one day. Wait for the weekend, you'll be all right.
You know, wouldn't it be something if we went back to the olden days where TV stations signed off the air, and then on holidays you just had nothing but static electricity the whole day?
That would be something, Devin. But I know we got more to talk about this morning besides just watching sports. We're going to have Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen with a recipe for French toast in a mug. Stay with us.